Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite luxury highlighters. The first one I'd like to share with you is my Chanel highlighter palette from a couple of years ago. This one is the multi-use eyeshadow and highlighter palette. So I picked this up a few years ago. It was limited edition from Chanel. You get 4 shades here, so I tend to use this one here as a blush, this one up here to add a little bit of warmth, and this one in the eyeshadow crease, and this one as the main highlighter. So this is 100% a holy grail of mine, and I'm so happy I have it in my collection. The packaging is really beautiful. It is quite large though, so it's not very travel friendly, but the formula is where it stands out. I think the formula is so ethereal, soft, and beautiful on the skin. It just looks so effortless and natural, more like a lip within glow, and absolutely no glitter chunks in this one. So the next one I have is a Gucci highlighter. This is in the shade 01 Sunrise Gold. And this is a beautiful pearly, really pale pink highlighter. The texture is quite bouncy as well. So this is the swatch of it here. It's very, I would say, again, ethereal, but it has a little bit more of a pigment behind it than the Chanel. It does remind me of an opal, the way the light reflects and shifts between sort of pink, almost green. It's really beautiful. So I'll swatch it next to the Chanel one. It is going to be more intense. So we have Chanel, Gucci. It's going to be a lot more intense than the Chanel, but it is quite versatile. I think it would be perfect if you do have quite pale skin because the tone of it is so light. You can apply it to be sheer, or you can build it up to something that's a little bit more glass skin-like and reflective. I also have the opal pink, I think it's called, and that one is beautiful as well. So the next one I picked up is a recent find, and this is the Chanel Denim, what is it? The Cocoa Denim highlighter. So I picked this up recently and it is so pretty. This is it in the pan. I didn't have any blue highlighters, but when you swatch this one, it's not too blue. It does have that pink shift to it. So you'll see so this is the Chanel. Next to the Gucci one, it does have more of a blue tone, but on this skin, it does not read blue. It definitely reads more pink, which I really like. This one is not sparkly. There's no big glitter chunks in it. Actually, none of these highlighters I'm sharing with you today have glitter chunks in there. They are all very smooth. So the next one is a Prada highlighter, and this is in the shade pink. So I have actually used this quite a bit, as you can probably tell from the pan. So this is the Prada, and this is the Chanel. It is a little bit deeper in tone, but it works beautifully on my fair skin. It provides the most lit from within glow. It's the most natural highlighter I have, and I reach for this on days where I'm after a little bit of radiance, but not too much. I find, as in comparison with the Gucci one, the Prada highlighter is very easy and user-friendly. I would say beginner-friendly, to just swirl your brush in, pop on, and you can never go overboard. If you do the same thing with the Gucci, I could see that being a little bit too much for some people if you're not careful with how much you apply. So if you would like to save yourself around $150, I know that the Prada highlighter is about 155 Australian dollars. I think you should take a look at the STILA highlighter in the shade Kitten. This one is super similar to the Prada highlighter and I think is a pretty spot on dupe. So this is the swatch about on my finger. That's the shade Kitten. And this is the swatch on my arm, right next to the Prada highlighter. Can you see how similar they are? I think overall the Kitten highlighter from STILA is just that touch more shiny, but the tone and texture is literally spot on. I think on the skin, if you use a light hand, you will not be able to tell the difference between the Prada and the STILA. It's really, really beautiful, and this is one that I like to take with me traveling because I'm not as afraid it's going to shatter. It is probably a third of the price of the Prada. So if it does shatter, I'm not going to be shattered myself. So the next one is a Dior highlighter. This is the Dior Forever Glow Luminizer in the shade 03 Pink Halo. So that's the packaging there. Beautiful packaging, squishy top. And this, oh, it is stunning. The most gorgeous everyday pink that just melts into the skin so effortlessly. I just love this one. This one, it's swatched just here. It is super, super easy to apply. It just melts right in. I love the tone. It's perfect for my fair skin tone. I think if you are fair, you will love that one. It just melts right in. I think that's the key standout of this one. The formula is amazing. It is very soft and silky, but just so easy to work with. I can buff it into the skin, only use a little bit, and it looks extremely natural and sheer. It gives me that beautiful glow from within look, but I can also build it up and create more of an impact. I also like to use it sort of on the inner corner or under the brow bone. And it is, yeah, so, so beautiful. That one is certainly a clear standout. If you are looking for something that's a great all-rounder, I think you would really enjoy this one. It is popular for a reason, and I think the hype around it is real. The next highlighter I have is another recent addition to my collection. It's the CHANTECAILLE Illuminator Cheek Light. So this came out at Christmas time recently. The Christmas just past gone. So this is the beautiful packaging here. And here's the pan. It's a really gorgeous neutral pink color. In the swatch, it's leaning more warm. You can see on the skin, just here, it's not too warm at all. It just gives that beautiful ethereal look. Very, very similar to the other ones that I've got swatched here as well, where it's not glittery, it's not too metallic, and it blends in like a dream. It just melts into the skin like butter. I'm super happy I picked this one up. It was limited edition, so I did manage to get my hands on that one before it sold out. But this one, again, I just use it on an everyday basis, whether I'm going to work or even at home on the weekends. It's very versatile and user-friendly. It's on the sheer side, but you can build it up. So it is perfect for anyone really who's looking for more of a natural looking highlighter that's not glittery and won't emphasize any texture. So I've saved probably the most expensive for last. This is the HERMES limited edition highlighter. So this is the shade All Rose number 2. It has the most beautiful rose gold tone to it. And this, running out of room to swatch. This is it swatched just here. Beautiful rose gold tone, no glitters to it whatsoever, and just melts seamlessly into the skin. So this one I really love to use as a blush topper. It just seems to melt the blush into the concealer so seamlessly. If I did have any line there from the blush, this highlighter just has a way of blending any line away and melts the whole look seamlessly together in one. I am keen to see what other highlighter releases that HERMES come out with in the future. I do hope that they release more cooler tone shades, so we'll have to see what they bring. I think if I was to pick one favorite out of my whole collection today, it would be the DIOR Forever Glow Luminizer in the shade 3 Pink Halo. This one I absolutely adore. It is a huge standout in my collection. I think the combination of the formula and the color on my skin tone really make this pop and stand out. So this is one that I really enjoy reaching for on an everyday basis. It is one that I can just easily, without even thinking about, apply, and it never looks like it's too much. It never emphasizes my texture, and it goes with all of the different looks that I do. So I just love this one. It is a holy grail, and one that I have to make myself put down so I can make way for and use the other highlighters that I have. So yeah, the DIOR one is probably my number one in my collection if you were to ask me my number one highlighter as of today. So I highly recommend checking this one out. I do want to get another shade because I just love it so much. So let me know, have you tried any of these highlighters? If you have, please let me know in the comments below. Are there any that you're thinking about picking up? That is everything for today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did like today's video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos on luxury beauty. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.